And then come back to any easy sitting pose. Maybe it's cross-legged, maybe it's something a little bit different. And then bringing your palms together in front of the chest. So we're going to come through a familiar series here between the Namaste flow into a moving twist. And again, just sort of thinking of hydrating muscles, tissues, wringing out any icky, sticky tension, and finding a little bit more freedom and ease of being in our beautiful, amazing bodies. All right, so with hands in prayer pose, let's take a breath in. And as you exhale, press the palms forward, tuck and round through your back. So you're finding that C curve of your spine again. And let's just do that one more time as a little preparation here. So bring the hands into the heart, growing tall through your spine as you breathe in. Breathing out, press the hands forward, tuck and round back. One more time. Inhale, hands come in, lengthening. Exhale, feel the shoulders spreading wide as the arms press forward and we round the back. Now from here, let's sweep up, reach for the sky. Just enjoy some length into the sides of your body, maybe kind of wiggle up out of your rib cage a little bit. And then press the arms down. Feel as if you were pressing the air down, maybe even feeling yourself growing a little taller. And then the hands come back to the heart. Breathing in, long, slow breath in. Breathing out as we press forward and round back. Breathing in, reaching for the sky. Breathing out, press the arms down. Shoulders soft and easy. One more time, breathing in as the hands connect. Breathing out as we round back, push the hands forward. Breathing in as we reach up. And breathing out as the arms press all the way down. Let's rest the palms face up for a moment on the knees. And just bringing your attention inside, have a little wiggle perhaps. Tuning into your inner body, these internal felt sensations. What do you notice? Nice. All right, coming into a little twist to our right now. So bringing your left hand to your right knee, your right hand beside or behind you. We're going to press down through the seat and think about growing taller through all four sides of you. So not just the chest lifting, but really feel, everything getting longer, sides back. So twisting to your right, let's just get a little before picture here. So turning the head towards the right, stretching your eyes towards the right, and just notice what your current range of motion is. So just sort of notice where you can see comfortably too. Put a little spot on that imaginary spot there. Remember that. And as you begin to unwind, we're going to let the chin come forward, the shoulders release forward. It's that feeling of coming back into that C curve of the spine so the whole back is relaxed. And let's take this a little slow here as we press into the hips and feel the spiral grow up out of the hips. Feel it coming up the length of your torso, up through your chest. The ribs wrap around, the shoulders wrap around, the eyes wrap around. And then just to slowly, mindfully unwind out of it. Releasing. And again, pressing down through the pelvis. Feel the ribs moving, wrapping gently around, spiraling to the right, gently squeezing the shoulder blades back. And then as you unwind, feel the back release. And let's take that one more time before we change it slightly. So just enjoy that feeling of that spiral growing, developing up through you, and then release. Good. Now the head's going to go the opposite way. It might feel a little weird, but we're going to continue to grow tall and twist to the right as we look over the left shoulder, stretching your eyes around to the left. And as you unwind, same thing, head comes back to center. And you're just breathing naturally with this again. Twisting, growing tall, twisting to the right, looking left. Exhale, release, unwind. One more time, just finding your way into the sort of fluidy essence of that movement. And unwind. We're going to bring both hands forward. Roll up the spine. Take a deep breath. And just feel your weight draining down from the top of your head all the way through your seat. Have a little bit of a wiggle there. And then let's just notice if our range of motion might have changed at all. So we're going to twist to the right again. Taking a breath, gazing back around over your shoulder. Notice if you can see around any further. And come back to center and rest. If you can, awesome. That means that you have released a lot of stuck stress. And if you didn't notice the difference, don't worry about it. Still, so much benefit came from that. So before we go to the other side, let's change the cross of our legs. A little balance here for our hips. Alrighty, find your twist to your left. A little length up through the spine. Stretching your eyes gently around. Let's take a breath here. And again, just notice where you can see too comfortably. Remember that spot. And let's find our fluid motion. That's hard to say. Find our fluid motion. Okay, here we go. So we're going to unwind. So shoulders roll in, head rolls in. We're releasing, especially across the upper back. Let's take it slow as we press through the hips, tip the pelvis a little forward, and just feel that spiral growing up out of the hips, up through the waist. The ribs wrap around, the chest opens, the shoulder, the head, the eyes. Oh, and then slowly unwind. Now for an extra little, I don't know, bonus, if you want to think of that on this side, we could close the eyes as we go through the movement. Same movement, just with the eyes closed, to come inside of the movement a little bit more. Just to create a new awareness, a new perspective, and then we get to also start developing our skills of interoception. What does it feel like to move our body from the inside out, rather than just to kind of take a shape from the outside in? Okay, this time we're going to change the position of the head. So we lift and twist to the left, the head turns right, the eyes stretch right, whether they're open or closed, the eyes stretch right, drawing back on your left shoulder, and then unwind it. Feel that softening back to center. So it has an ooey gooey feel again as we lift and twist left, look right. Moving through the rib cage, exhale, or whatever your breath is as you unwind. And we're just going to do one more here, twisting to the left as we turn the head and the eyes to the right. And the next time that you unwind, just bring both hands forward. Take your time, rolling back up through your center. Breathing all the way up to the top of your head, and then as you exhale, just let your weight drain all the way back down through your hips. Good. All right. Let's see if anything changed. So twisting left, looking left. Oh, wow. I definitely got some range of motion on that. Just notice what is true for you. And then come back to center and relax. Good. We're just going to do some shoulder squiggles there. And I want to come into one more somatic movement flow here. Pardon me. It's called bowing forward. And again, a lovely release of tension. especially through the back of the body. So really from the occipital bones down the base of the skull, down through the neck, upper back, middle back, that whole kind of thoracic middle upper back area where so much tension can accumulate. And this really helps to open up our posture again. So the movement is a 3-part roll down, rolling down the spine, and then a 1-part rolling back up the spine. Okay. The fingertips can come behind the head, or you can interlace the fingers there. Rather than pulling on the head as we roll forward, I want you to think about lightly pressing your head back into your hands. So that's going to give you a little bit more feedback of the muscles through the upper back. I'm just going to do this sideways so you can see what in the world I am talking about. Okay. All right, so let's begin by just finding a little bit of length here. Imagine you're a beautiful sunflower, your roots reaching into the earth, your heart is the sunflower, and we're going to lift the sunflower, lift our heart just a little bit towards the sky, but the head is relaxing back into the hands. So already we're just finding some extension in our posture without hurting through the neck. Okie dokie. From here, the chin rolls forward, the elbows come forward. And again, just make sure you're not pulling on the head, but lightly 5% effort, pressing the head back into the hands, and you might feel the shoulder blades glide down your back. Good. Let's roll down just a little bit further. Pause the movement. Roll down a little bit further. Shoulders soft. Good, like your flower unfolding to the sunlight. We're going to press through the hips slowly. Mindfully roll back up the spine, getting longer, finding length, space. The chest will lift. The elbows will open. The head presses back in the hands. There's that extension of the spine, and let's breathe into that. And again, the head bows forward, shoulders soften, elbows are going to come forward. We pause the movement. We roll down just a little bit further, head lightly pressing back into the hands. Pause, shoulders melt. Last time, roll down a little further. And then as you breathe in, slowly roll back up. Press down through your hips. Feel the spine unfurling. Length coming in. The heart begins to open. The elbows pressed back again. The shoulders just melty down the back. And we're just going to do that one more time. So chin bows forward. Elbows come forward. Check the shoulders. Pause. We'll begin to roll down through the upper back. So you might feel a little opening across the back of the shoulders. Pause. Roll down a little further. You might feel that opening through the back of the rib cage. Pause. And slowly roll your way back up. Breathing in as the heart begins to open, the elbows open a little wider, the shoulder blades drip down your back, the head's just pressing back into the hands. The extension comes from the chest lifting, not the head cranking back. And then relax everything, bring your hands down. Roll a little bit through your shoulders. Just sort of assess how is everything feeling after that. Maybe turning your head a little side to side. Yeah. Good. Back to center. Let's just take one more big, beautiful breath here.